Him.
Now it's time to play some DJs and Dragons. Who knows what we'll do? Maybe it's genocide.
I was drinking water and I almost spit it all out.
Why?
Well, actually,
It was just a great song, and then it went to maybe we'll commit genocide. It was almost did a spit take. So, as you guys remember, we ended the last game with combat. However, Tyler's character, Reed, was unconscious during all of it. So we're going to start things off.
Power nap. That's what I was doing.
With Reed. We're going to start things off with Reed. Reed, last thing you remember was that you had been crushed by the giant statue of Tiamat. You awakened in the enormous skeletal remains of the Arch Quadron. Your entire lower half was crushed beyond repair. This is in addition to the impaled mark that you have in your chest and all the other damage you've taken that hasn't really been healing a whole lot. However, strangely, you do not feel any physical pain. You were chained up by the Burlog Bunch and the Pixelated Mage, and you were presented to the Skull Lord. There you discover the Skull Lord's consciousness was being dominated by your former party member, Hydronius Heckler, whose head the Skull Lord grafted onto its body. Curiously, you noticed black veins originating from Hydronius's Ring of Frost that had taken over his body, ending in his eyes, which is very reminiscent of the effects your brother's ring had on him. Revealing himself to be a worshiper of your nemesis, the Demon Lord Baphomet, Hydronius hooked you up to one of the 6 thrones found on the upper part of the Arch Quadron's corpse. Connected to its brain are wires that end in 6 helmets, one of which was placed onto your head. Hydronius Heckler explained to you that the monodrone Alexa had the ability to speak with its god through the connection of the Arch Quadron. However, since you devoured Alexa's brain, you should still be able to achieve this. Once connected to the brain, you felt a surge of power as you slipped into unconsciousness. Your consciousness awakes. All around you are a series of 1s and 0s. So your eyes open up, you adjust, and you appear to be in a different plane of existence altogether. You see lots of 1s and 0s and the figure of some sort of being amongst this. Basically, think of the Matrix, okay? You're in the Matrix, and you're still sitting in one of the 6 thrones that rest back to back to back to back. So do you guys understand what I'm saying when I'm talking about the 6-faced throne? It's a throne that's got 6 chairs all in a circle back to back to back to back. Yeah. You're in one of those chairs. Now, you're still in that chair, even in this consciousness. However, this time you notice the presence of 5 other beings sitting in the other chairs. Even though you're unable to look at them directly, you know exactly who each of them are. In one of the chairs sits Alexa, the monodrone. In another chair is the Asmar woman, whose life you have witnessed in visions.
Oh, crap.
In another chair sits Father Manair, the priest of the village of Divine, whose corpse you discovered and whose identity had been stolen by the Mind Flare. In 2 of the other chairs sit 2 humans. Even though you have never met them, you do recognize them. One is a girl, a experienced thief named Zafina. The other one is Raymond's character, the one with all the squirrels.
The ferret.
The ferrets. Yeah, guys, sorry, the ferrets.
We can't
that
beat
was
that
insensitive of me.
We can't beat that one.
They are all sitting in the chairs of the 6-faced throne.
Fun
As
fact,
you become, yes, Raymond.
If a ferret's like face is white, it has this. I don't know. It starts with an E. It's some kind of thing they can't hear.
You know this fact now, Reed.
Yes.
You're welcome.
So you become aware of everyone sitting in the chair, on all the sides of the thrones, and as you become aware of them, you feel as though you are all of them at once. You are them each as individuals, and you are them as one. And you are now connected directly with Primus. And let me go ahead and pull up a picture of Primus. So this is Primus. This is the thing that's in front of you. You are in direct connection with Primus. Now, each round, you will have the opportunity to ask Primus one question. However, you feel Hydronius Heckler's influence seeping in. At the start of your turn, you will have to make a wisdom saving throw. On a success, you will have control of the question. On a failure, Hydronius will decide a question for you. As you know, before you slipped into unconsciousness, and you can kind of hear it now, you hear the voice of Hydronius saying, "Tell me where Bolmir is. You stupid poopy head."
Bet.
Okay.
So, now at this moment, go ahead and roll. Make a roll, wisdom saving.
Got you.
Save your wisdom. Do it.
Actually, you know what? I don't need a brain. Get rid of it.
Dude, honestly,
I agree. Real bimbo hours.
girls
15.
can't hurt. Girls can't hurt you if you don't have a brain.
You got a 15.
Yep.
Okay, with
What
a
type of roll?
15.
Wait, what type of roll?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Saving or just
Saving.
normal wisdom?
Not you, Malcolm. You are not in the Matrix.
Dude, I cast Conjure Diabetes.
No.
Read.
Everybody
Read.
has diabetes.
Read. You have control over the question. What would you like to ask Primus?
I'd like to ask to conjure diabetes.
I'm gonna
Have
ask.
you-
Primus,
have
can
you
you
or a
conjure the
family member-
diabetes?
Been diagnosed with messed up with the Alma.
Primus says, "We've been trying to reach you about your extended car warranty."
Extended car warranty.
How do I stop Baphomet? That's my question.
It's a good one.
There are two ways of stopping Baphomet. Now, I also want to clarify, as you talk to Primus, you are practically talking to me, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Hi. How are you guys? That's what Primus says. Primus says, to defeat the demon lord Baphomet, you could go about it two ways. You could kill the demon lord with the proper tools and the proper transformation of power. However, doing so will end with the death of the god Bolmir. Alternatively, you could capture the soul of Baphomet, which has happened many, many times. Each time he escapes imprisonment, he is captured again. However, with no more worshippers of Bolmir around, there needs to be somebody else to capture Baphomet's soul.
I'll do it.
So that is your question for this round. We go out of the Matrix, go back into combat, where we are going to start things off with Gidden this Mulah. And to answer your question, Raymond,
Hello.
you are at 21 health.
Gee, why'd you make me that low?
Because bad guys are here. These are pretty big bad guys.
Whoa.
Anyway, so
Hello?
get in this Mulah. We're starting with you. You are in this room. You see Raymond's character, Randock Heckler, start heading down the stairs. You have the red guy with the wings flying above head. His name is Munch. You have the pixelated mage standing there who had just summoned another Gore, one of the demons you had faced in the forest, and the same type of demon who resulted in the death of Twigtail and Malcolm's Bowl.
Twigtail died?
Twigtail died, yes.
When did this happen?
A while ago.
In the forest.
I never really liked
Yeah.
him anyways.
Yikes. So
Remind
he's
me to look
there.
at Malcolm.
And then, of course, in front, directly in front of you, the person who you've been fighting this entire time is the Skull Lord, with the primary head being that of Hydronius Heckler. And he's looking very damaged. His body is cracking, and you see mists of ice seeping from those cracks.
Okay, well, I'm gonna kill him then.
Go for it. You, you shall try.
It's 24 hit.
You shall try. Yes, the 24 hits.
2d10. Shoot. Grabbing. Oh. There it is. I was about to roll with a percentile die like
I'll be right
a
back.
plebeian. Ah, that other die fell. And that's there's 18 damage for attack number 1.
Okay.
That's a 29. Does that hit?
Yes,
Oh,
definitely
wait, that's in my
hits.
crit range. That's in my crit range.
Nice. So this is going to be double the damage.
Michael Bublé.
There's 13.
Did you know that dying is very unhealthy for you?
I've heard the opposite.
Really?
Little known fact, but
Well, let's talk about this philosophically for a minute.
Well, let's ask Randock because he's died before.
So let's ask Primus. You ask Primus if dying is unhealthy for you, and Primus says, death is a natural part of existence. It is only unhealthy for the human body.
As he says that, I deal 26 damage.
Thanks, Primus. Wow. That's
I have
so
one more
deep.
attack.
Okay, go
26,
for it.
which I know hits. And then that's another 18 damage.
18 damage. Wow.
And then
He's looking
also, as
Yes.
my bonus action, I'm gonna use second wind to regain a little health.
okay. Tell me how much health you regain.
I regain 18 health, and I'm at 15 on my sheet. Is that correct for you?
You're at 15 on your sheet plus 18. You should be at 33 now.
Yep.
So Hydronius Heckler is looking incredibly, incredibly wounded. He has this huge gash coming out of his chest. It cracks. And now we are going to go over to we're going to go over to Malcolm. Malcolm, Big Lion, you have been in the process of trying to. Well, this whole thing has been happening, and everyone's been fighting and dying, and all this other chaos around you is happening. You have been trying to retrieve your clothes.
And my
which
weapon.
are frozen
Honey, I'm
in
home.
a block of ice.
When and my weapon? I can't fight without a weapon.
And your weapon. Sure.
I got
So-
I got
So
I
you're
have a
punching away
scimitar.
at this ice. You
Oh,
think
I
that
respect
with
that.
one more solid punch, you could break through it.
Well,
and,
no, I
get
broke
to
it,
your
but now
spot.
it's like in pieces with my clothes and.
No, you said that, not me. I told
so
you
if-
just needed one more punch to break into it. You
Hey,
asked
what's
if
going
that
on?
what is going to happen, and I said no.
Hey, what's going
Okay,
on?
so if it just breaks, I'll get my stuff.
Yeah. Who's asking what's going on?
Hey guys, it's me, Raymond. What's going on?
Bad memory, man.
Which part?
I had to take a moist pee.
I'm in combat right now.
Get into this Mulah. Really, really beat up Hydronius Heckler. Hydronius looks like he is on his last legs. However, he still seems very, very confident. Big Lion is
Trump card.
facing a block of ice that he's got to punch through to retrieve his pants.
Yeah.
So
Do it
go
again.
ahead. Big Lion, you're gonna go ahead and make that punch. Let's hope it's really, really good.
I hit is 19.
19. Okay, that is enough. The block of ice shatters.
Dodges your
And-
punch.
Yeah, and then
Counterattack.
that was damage. Tell me how much damage you deliver.
Oh well, the max I can do is just 4.
No, that's okay.
I
It
think
still works. It shatters.
Okay,
It
thank you.
shatters. And it
Epically.
kind of epically and it explodes into this mist of ice. That being said, you do take
The ice shatters into my eyes.
Yes. You take 39 cold damage as it shatters into a bunch of pieces in the
39?
mist. Yeah, it's the
I'm down.
cold. You're down?
I had
I got my
37.
pants.
You did 2 more damage than my max. I had 37. Unless my
You know
health
what,
was
Malcolm,
healed, but
because that is very rough. That's a very rough way to go. I'll tell you what. We'll divide it. So you'll have 20 health right now.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Thank you.
Good night, big lion.
Because you said 30. I'm like, what?
I got my pants.
Yeah, I got a sword and some rags that I use for clothes. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Die.
you know.
Hey guys.
Okay.
Guys.
Wait, wasn't I
Next-
in a rage? So either way, I would have divided damage.
You were in a rage. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. That's
Okay.
correct.
Guys.
Yeah.
So I'm going to my character sheet right now.
Yes,
I don't have a single spell that does damage.
I know.
Yeah, because you're a bard.
I think we have this conversation every time we enter combat.
Start
just, like-
slugging away. Take
just
out your
thought I
fist
did.
and say, I'm ready. And
Raymond,
start
that's the thing
saying,
about
"I didn't
being a
hear
bard.
No bell," and keep going.
Bards are just like
bards have
Not
a lot
necessarily.
of bards have a lot of damaging spells.
yeah, but
Yeah.
the way you
It
went
just
down your
depends
path,
on.
I just didn't pick none.
Look, Raymond is probably that's not a bad thing for you, Raymond. You're very creative with how you use your spells. You would convince this entire cube to abandon its original religion and form its own
you
around
could
you.
probably convince this whole cube to make a gun and then just blow its brains out.
So
Ooh, that
what?
would be an idea.
So you
Thank you for the idea.
you got some stuff going on here. Now,
Big McSpankies.
back to
from
this.
McSpankies.
so
Sodium
Hydronius
chloride?
Heckler looks at you, Gidden, and even though Hydronius looks like he's on his last legs, you just see Hydronius open his mouth wide and almost unhinge his jaw, and you see two long, icy hands come out of his mouth and pull his head apart. And emerging from the former body of Hydronius and the Skull Lord, now stands before you a blue demon with horns as he sheds his skin of the former person he was possessing.
Do you guys hear my dogs?
Now I can.
Now I can.
Hydronius Heckler is officially dead, and now what stands before you is the demon that had been possessing the Frost Ring and was possessing him. This demon emits a loud laughing roar
Wait, you post a picture of
and
it?
then goes in to slice you with his claws.
What is this
He
blue
hits
demon
you.
look
Does 27 hit your AC? I'm going to take that as a guess, Lily. 27 hits
Oh
your
yeah,
AC.
yeah.
You
it's
take
an
9
18 AC.
slashing damage,
Good morning, 9
plus-
slashing damage.
plus 7 cold damage.
17
Oh.
health. Good morning.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, Baltimore.
That is with 1 hit.
Oh, good morning.
The next thing that he is going to do, he is going to now try to make another claw attack. Only gets a
Frickin'
15
claws.
on that second claw. Only makes
Which
a 15 on
fails.
that second claw. Now he's going to go in and try to bite you with his large gaping mouth.
Shut up, I tell him.
Does a 19 beat your AC?
He didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
You just said
take
shut up to him.
13 piercing damage
Oh, good.
plus 12 cold damage.
I'm down.
Nerd. Who gets down?
Okay. Getting this Mulah is down. He turns his head 380 degrees around his body and directs his attention toward you, big lion.
Man, I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm just a big lion.
The pixelated beast jumps to try and attack you.
He's dealing with a man with a sword. He's dealing with a big lion with a sword now.
He does miss. You are able
Eh.
to dodge out of the way of him.
Nerd.
Next is, but that being said, Hydronius walks up directly toward your path.
Sup,
Next,
nerd. That's
or
what
I
said
should
wrong.
just say the ice demon. I'll stop saying Hydronius because it's no longer Hydronius. Next, we have the pixelated mage, who puts his hand on the shoulder of the Gwar and teleports him down the stairs to where you are headed, Raymond or Randock.
Hello. I'm going to
The
the big old
Burlog.
boomy. I'm going to the badoom Oregon.
Burlog is also going to attempt to attack you, Big Lion. He is going to first make an attack with his bite.
If he misses, canonically, I say nerd.
He hits you, gets 25 on the AC. You take 11 piercing damage.
Oof.
He's
That's
going
doing
to
a lot
try
of
to
damage
claw
to me.
you.
Probably gonna down me.
What did I say? 15 on that?
What, 8 for AC? For hit?
No, how much damage did you take just now?
Oh, 11.
Okay, so you took 11. And next is a 16. Did a 16 beat your AC?
My AC is 16.
Okay, so I will go ahead and say that misses. I don't think that's how I've been doing it, but I'll be nice to you
I think
right
that's how you. I think that's how. Not like in like a.
I've
way
always
like-
played Tygo to the defender, but I think it's a DM rule.
now. Yeah, I'll do Tygo's to the defender. Okay, so the Gwar is down there by you, Randock.
How you spell that?
And
Well, why is it down here?
because the pixelated mage transported it down there after it saw you go down the stairs.
Who said it could go down there?
Okay. Is this thing bloodied?
This thing has not been touched yet by anybody.
Sweet.
You
Okay.
could punch it.
I'm going to cast a 5th level spell. I'm going to cast Geas.
What it do?
You place a magic command on a creature that you can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service or refrain from some action or course of activity as you decide. If the creature can understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or become charmed by you for the duration. While the creature is charmed by you, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions. But no more than once each day. A creature that can't understand you is unaffected by the spell. You can issue any commands you choose short of an activity that would result in certain death. Should you issue a suicidal command, the spell ends. You can end the spell early by using an action to dismiss it. A remove curse, greater restoration, or wish spell also ends it.
Okay, so you cast the spell.
Oh,
Do you
okay, yeah.
issue the command first or after you cast it?
You place magic command for range, forcing to carry out. Okay, so I place the command and then they roll. So I'm gonna say,
Mhm.
be my hunky
Guest.
bodyguard.
Be my guest.
You could just say "be my friend" and then.
Be my hunky bodyguard.
Okay,
Protect me.
so you see the Gwar standing there next to the pixelated mage, and then you see it come toward you threateningly, and then it arrives right in front of you
I ain't scared of no
and
ghost.
just turns around and folds its arms protectively.
It worked immediately?
I rolled while you were reading the entire thing.
Oh, nice. And it can choose to just take the damage, I think.
Interesting.
I just want
Okay.
to point that out. You know, I'm not going to be a cheater, McCheaterson. And I did cast that with a
I will.
5th level slot, so it only lasts.
The pixelated mage shouts, "No!"
It only lasts. 30 days.
Okay.
Slave time.
So, now here's my question. How many characters can you cast a spell on at a time?
I don't think that there's any.
Specification.
Yeah. Sure, make the results. Yeah, no, there's nothing. Doesn't say there's a limit.
Okay, copy that. So, you can have a lot of slaves that way.
Yes.
I know.
What a Raymond spell.
Why do you
Okay,
think I
so
picked it?
next we are you could also do movement now, Raymond. What would you like to do?
Thank you. So I would like to. Am I on the same floor as the heart now?
Yes, you are.
Am I within 30 feet?
You are within 60 feet, but you can move 30 feet toward it.
So as my bodyguard, can I tell my bodyguard what to do, or
Well,
is
It sounds like
just
you
gonna
gave it
guard
one
me?
command, and your command to it was to guard you.
Dang it! I was gonna have it chuck me across the room. I
You
figured
know-
it could throw me 60 feet,
It's okay.
Figured.
You can do it
I
next
just
time.
figured.
It,
or
two,
like throw me 30 feet, and I could walk the rest of the way, like a dad in
tell-
a
you
pool
tell
with
it
his
to do that?
son. Hey guy, can you throw me 30 feet gently?
he picks you up, spins you around, and then throws you right up against a wall.
I didn't say where, did I?
And it is also a demon. Demons are very cheeky fellows.
Gotcha.
So-
Well, here's the thing, Corey. That's not very bodyguard-like. I think it needs to take 5d10 damage.
I disagree. He followed
Really?
your directions
Really?
directly. He did exactly
Right,
what you
but-
told him to do.
But it was I didn't. But here's the thing. That's not what a bodyguard would do. I think you
He's
fell for
guarding
it.
you. He's there to protect you from other people, not
Uh-huh.
himself.
It's fine. How much damage?
Okay, let
That's
me.
been
Am I
take a
closer to the
roll.
heart, by the way?
No.
Are you
He
kidding
threw
me?
you at the wall, not closest to the heart.
Sorry.
How am I still 60 feet away?
Take. I'd say probably at this point you're maybe like 40 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna walk 30 feet toward the heart.
Mm, Okay,
How
you
much
you do
damage?
take 11 damage.
Okay, so I am now at 10 health.
Okay.
Cool.
Next, we are at Reed Dunwood. So Reed,
Yes.
back in the Matrix, you are there. You now have another opportunity to ask Primus a question.
Okay.
Make a Wisdom saving throw.
12.
A 12. Oh,
I have a
with a
feeling that doesn't succeed, but I'm
no,
not
that
too
does
sure.
not succeed. So you hear Hydronius's voice echoing through the room, and he says, "Where is Bolmir?" Primus responds, "He is imprisoned inside of a gem in the possession of a former follower of Bolmir, who has passed away recently."
I respond after hearing this. I go, sheesh.
Sheesh.
You know. All right. Wait. Can I still
And
ask a
Primus
question?
says, "It is now in the possession of a demon," and
No.
you hear the demon Hydronius cackling.
I love
Did
that Hydronius just is a demon.
Did he just like?
Haha.
Did he just like do that to stroke his own ego? Like, did he know he had Bolmir and he just wanted to know?
No, it was more just a trinket.
So he
To
had no
prove that
idea.
Yes, now he does know. He knows that Bolmir is inside of your father's amulet. So now we are back up to Gidden this Mulah. Gidden this Mulah, you're going to make a death roll.
Ah, look, it's a 10.
Nerd.
What happens with the 10?
Pretty sure he succeeds.
Yeah, because it's a half.
I think that's a succeed.
Okay, I'll take it.
Because
Oh
if
no,
it's
roll
any-
again. We'll count that as a roll again.
13.
Bro.
13, that's a
Bro.
success.
Nat 30. Wait,
It
Nat
is
30.
your
Nat 30.
turn, Big Lion.
Oh. Well, who's in front of me? Who's closest? Corey?
Sorry. In front of you is the Burbalong bunch. That's the red bald guy with the wings.
I'm going after him. Oh crap. Shee. That's not gonna hit. It's a 7. And one more. Okay, never mind. I missed both my hits.
Okay.
So that's it for me.
Having fallen to the ground, the
I could do so much.
pixelated beast teleports. You get in this Mulah and begins to eat at your flesh. You now have 1 automatic failure.
Nice.
So 1 success and 1 failure. Hydronius Heckler, the demon, sees you and does one of those animal runs, that you do when you're going up the stairs.
Okay, yeah. I 100% understand it.
He runs up to you and he is going to go in for a bite. So he rolls a 16. Does a 16 hit your AC?
Who, me?
Yes. No. Malcolm. Sorry. Big Lion.
I was like, wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
Does a 16 beat your AC?
That
You put
it
it in
raises
general.
it. It misses though, because remember, defender side wins.
Yeah, 16 AC.
Okay.
How long is a
hit-
round? 1 minute?
Like 6 seconds.
Yes, that's correct. 6 seconds. Each round is 6 seconds.
Wait, am I actually right?
So I looked up how long is a round in D&D 5e, and someone said approximately the first answer is approximately 1 minute.
That,
Around
No.
is,
It's too long.
Very
No,
incorrect.
a
it's
round
6
is
seconds. It's
everyone.
exactly 6 seconds because 10
It's
rounds
exactly
is 1
6
minute.
seconds. 1 minute, is 10 rounds.
turn equals. Yeah, this is super
I-
messed up. They're saying this person's saying a turn equals 10 minutes of game time. What?
I think that's the max we should discuss.
He might be,
time
he might be
spent.
talking about in real life.
Time spent. Yeah. Okay.
Like you
All
should
right.
spend like an hour for 1 round.
Which I
Alright.
suppose could make sense
It
logically.
takes you
But,
10 minutes to swing a
Hydronius,
sword.
Hydronius still has more moves on you. He
Making
is
a
now
move
going to
on you?
try to claw at you. That one succeeds at a 28. Beats your AC. He delivers 13 slashing damage. However, because you are in a rage, you only take half of that slashing damage.
So how much is that my friending?
6. You have 6 slashing damage.
Ooh, dude.
Plus, you're going to take the full of this. 5 cold damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Good night, our group.
Raymond, you are the only one left.
Is everybody else dead?
Relatively.
Is it my turn?
In
Not yet.
any other circumstance, I don't really care if the big lion dies, but the fact that this is kind of an important battle, we kind of need everyone on hand.
Is it my turn?
It's not your turn yet. So the gore is going to continue bodyguarding you. He's going to stand in front of your body, stopping any physical damage from coming about you. The red guy, the Burlog, is going to start heading downstairs. Hydronius Heckler is going to turn its direction toward the stairs. The pixelated mage that is down there, seeing that it cannot hit you with any sort of moves, it's going to spider climb up the wall out of the range of the gore, and it is going to cast the spell Dominate Person
On me?
on you.
So, I have the feat/trait, whatever, Fey Ancestry, which makes it so that I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed.
Excellent.
And
Sounds
that
great.
can't be put to sleep.
Okay.
Magic.
So
So,
you're going to need to roll 2 wisdom saving throws. You have advantage.
okay, let me go to my... 1d20 plus 4. So first one was 16. Second one was 17.
Okay.
How'd I do?
Very, very lucky. As you had to
Aha.
beat a 17.
Haha! All right.
You feel this persuasion come over you, and you feel yourself almost be succumb with this urge to do what this thing says, but you compose yourself. And the pixelated mage is very, very upset with this. And it is now your turn.
Okay, so I have 2 things that I could do right now. And I don't know which one I do. Do I do the funny one or the effective one?
Funny.
Wait. He's the last one alive. I'm
Yeah,
gonna take.
Technically, you're alive as well, Tyler.
You're just mind control.
Okay, hold on. Let me just move my sleeping body around real quick.
So, how close is this guy to me?
The pixelated mage?
I know he had to be within range of that spell.
Yes. He is within 30 feet.
Okay. So, I'm just going to share both of my choices, and then I'll make a decision, okay?
Okay.
First decision is on whatever engine's powering this heart, whatever little door panel it has on the controls, where it's all internals and stuff. I would use knock, open that up, and then use mage hand with my dagger and just start hacking stuff until this whole thing sinks. That was the original plan.
Yeah, it sounds like it would take 2 actions.
Well, mage hand's a bonus action because it's a cantrip.
Well, actually.
Actually.
Uh-oh.
Actually.
Second option is to take control over this guy who tried to take control over me. But is this the same guy who canceled my one spell?
Correct.
The name of.
What?
I see.
Tyler, you okay?
Yeah, sorry. I just had a Rage Against the Machine song going in my head.
So that legendary action, can he just do that like instantly and it automatically works?
Are you talking about counterspell?
Yeah.
Well, counterspell isn't a legendary action. It is a reaction. So as a reaction spell, it's something that you do in reaction to something. The spell says you attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell fails and has no effect. If it is casting a spell of 4th level or higher, it makes an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the creature's spell fails and has no effect.
I see. Okay, I need to check something real quick.
Essentially.
Okay. Do I risk it and just try to like take permanent control over him, or do I just like use hold person and just make him stay still?
I feel like we should go with the
permanent control of.
full control would be more.
Right. All right. That's a risky.
Wait, who are you trying to go full control of?
I'm gonna
Well, I
cast
mean, our
GS.
backs against the wall. I think
I'm
we'll
gonna
try to
cast
do anything.
GS on him. And whose fault is that, Malco? I'm gonna cast GS.
How many
How is it my
5th
fault?
level spells do you have?
I
Slots.
can do 2, and I've only used 1.
Okay.
Raymond, you need to
Okay.
explain me how is it my fault we're in this situation?
Because if you could have held out for another minute, I could have sank this whole thing and killed us all.
Well, how did I know you were going to do this, huh?
I don't know, common sense, dude. Why else would I go to the heart?
Dude, I have no idea what your character really can do. I just know you're a bard.
Honestly, I would have cast a teleportation circle and summoned a cult by now, but it didn't. I don't have time for that.
It does say right here, it takes a minute to cast GS.
Oh wow! So actually, I don't have control of none of this. This has all been messed up, and my whole life.
They were joking with you. The gourd.
I'm a failure.
He turns around and slaps you.
I'm a failure. I take 10 damage.
They all point and laugh.
I'm sorry. I didn't read that. I didn't catch that. It slipped past
Point
me.
and
I'm
laugh.
sorry.
You still have control over your blobby boy, but he's just been kind of hanging out in the back.
Okay, so what's been going on between me and this guy?
Which one?
Like the guy who I just tried to cast GS on before. The fire
Oh,
guy.
he threw you up against a wall.
Okay. So my
I think
turn
it was
kinda
more of a
went to-
yeet.
So I tried, and then he broke my concentration, let's say.
No, you casted the spell, or yeah, you tried to cast a spell. You didn't know how long it casted, so you thought you were done. So you and then
He yeeted me
casted
into
the
a
spell
wall.
early, and he pretended like it worked, and then he yeeted you into a wall,
All
This
right.
and then everyone pointed and laughed.
Perfect. I'm gonna just do this. See what happens. What wall is closest to me?
I'm confused by that question.
Like, is
Um,
whatever wall is closest to me, I'm just gonna cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet downward or upward to the northwest at a 45-degree angle of 300 feet. Range is 500 feet. I'm just going to point at the nearest wall and go 500 feet.
Okay.
I
So
don't know
you attempt to cast a spell, and of course, the pixelated mage. Make sure.
If you arrive in a place already occupied by an object or creature, you and any creatures traveling with you each take 4d6 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport you.
Copy that. Okay. So you go for it, and
It's a gamble.
he's gonna try to cast counterspell on you as he sees you try to do this. Okay. So let me read it again. It looks like, and what level spell is that?
4th.
4th level. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You lying to me, Raymond?
No, it's 4th.
I'd
rather it be 3rd.
Okay. So you are DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So I'm going to have to roll and beat a 14. Okay, let's see if it works. Raymond,
Yes.
you see the pixelated mage attempt to cast counter spell,
Did it work?
and it bounces right off of your spell.
So
And you've created a dimension door.
but basically I'm trying to teleport 500 feet into a direction, and I have no idea what's there. Do I land on another object, or am I safe? Basically, if I don't land on another, if I end up in some unoccupied space, I'm just there. But otherwise, I'm pretty much dead. It's like an insta death. So I'm really trying to take this big ass gamble.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Excuse my
So
language.
let me take a look and see where you could possibly end up teleporting 500 feet.
You could always just roll a dice and be like, if it's below 5,
Imagine he ends up near the robot.
or if it's above 15, I'm successful.
What if he teleports back onto like the village we burned down, just out of the
That's
cube?
not-
That's
500 feet.
much farther than 500 feet.
I'm hoping to honestly just end up back in a broom closet. Is the broom closet within 500 feet? Because can I just say, I want to be back in the broom closet?
You're not really able to tell the distance between the broom closet, but you could try to go into that direction.
Because it can be a
I would
space
say-
I can visualize. Yeah.
I mean, would you be willing to be like, if he says something like he doesn't exactly know, but if he goes like, "Oh, I want to be in the closet," and then he points in a direction, if he rolls high enough on a d20, like,
Yeah, I
Well,
hear
it's
you.
fine. I can visualize it. I can visualize a place. If I
Right,
visualize
right.
the closet.
So here's what we are going to do. We are going to. I'm going to roll a d20,
We're gonna gamble.
All right.
and if you get an even number, you will land in the closet. If I
Okay.
get an odd number, you will land inside of the wall.
Okay.
Raymond,
Yes.
you go through this dimension door and you feel yourself be flung through time and space, and then you feel the next thing you see is the hand creature holding and trying to comfort the spike creature inside the laboratory, and then you feel a hand crawl up under your face and start poking your eye, and you go to swat it away, but your body is stuck inside of the wall.
Well, okay, so this says that I don't end up in the wall. This says that it basically the spell immediately like fails, and I just take 46 force damage.
Okay, and that's what happens.
So can I roll 46? Maybe it'll be less than that. I'm really sad, Corey.
Wait, where'd he end up? Where'd he end up?
He ended up taking 46 force damage.
15 damage. I died. Bye, Corey.
Okay.
-5.
Wimp tries to leave but dies in the process.
Reed, the demon the demon formerly known as Hydronius Heckler seems to be currently distracted, preoccupied.
Corey's out here slandering my old name.
Your mind is now free of its influence. Here's an opportunity to ask Primus whatever you want.
I'd like a guitar for Christmas.
Okay, I got this.
Primus, can I have a guitar?
Primus, are you
Primus
able
is the
to?
real Santa. We killed the fake one.
Raymond, you are Christmas. You can literally give yourself a guitar.
And don't you
Primus.
forget it.
Are you able to bestow powers? And if you are, can you bestow some upon me?
Why not for resurrection?
Primus says, I do not have the ability to grant you any powers.
Fair enough.
Bogus.
Nor does fate demand it.
Wait, can you repeat that real quick?
I do not have the ability to grant you any powers, and if I did, fate wouldn't require it.
Oh, okay.
I
Am I free to just
apologize
keep
for all the
asking
banging
away?
around upstairs. This kid's over.
Okay.
Well, maybe you should free the kids.
I should go. I should go drop kick him.
First we have the kids that Corey stole making noise in the last game, and now we got the kids who stole. Can everyone just stop stealing kids, guys?
Yeah, you guys
It costs a lot of money.
You don't
Okay,
understand.
come on,
I
guys, hold on.
Wouldn't know about it.
Go ahead, Reed. What does Reed want to say?
Wait,
Moist.
so I'm able to just keep asking questions, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
resurrection.
What is your origin?
Oh my god.
My mom's womb?
Yeah, my mom and dad.
Dear mom,
I originate from the plane. Man, you gotta make me look stuff up now. I want to say it's the plane Mondronius. Plane of existence of nothing but law and order. Everyone starts on my plane of existence as a monodrone. And then when the next in line dies, it evolves to fill its place. When a quadrone dies, a monodrone transforms into a quadrone. When a tridrone dies, the quadrone turns into a tridrone.
Sounds very culty.
This goes on and on and on. Many, many years ago, the original Primus perished under the hands of dark forces, and I evolved into the new Primus. I began as a monodrone and ended as a god.
This
What if
is
I
a
was like,
story
well,
all
my
about
parents,
how-
Susan and Patrick Milton, worked at a White Castle, and they met.
Is that how your parents met?
Yeah, really explains a lot.
You want to hear something funny?
No, I want to listen to Tyler go through his questions.
But I want to
Okay.
tell you.
Tell me afterwards.
No, I want to prove how bad of a person I am.
Okay.
Okay, so one of my exes, like back in like early high school, I learned that her parents had met at like a gas station. I hope this doesn't. Please don't put this in the cut. Like,
Oh, it's going in.
but so I looked at her and I was like, "So your parents met at a gas station?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "So when you were born, like, did they give you a receipt instead of like a birth certificate?"
I mean, it's not as bad. It's not as bad as you
I was
think
like-
it
I
would
was
be.
like-
That's just a funny joke.
I was like,
So
have they ever like tried returning you?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Now that's.
no. Did you get like reward points?
This was like I think this was like before we started dating.
Did
So I
you
guess
get? Did
so.
you get?
return
Tyler.
gas, Raymond.
Did you get a discount when she went
Dude,
to that
I
gas
don't know.
station?
Let's
High
go
school
back to Tyler.
relationships are fake and not real and dumb.
Okay,
True.
Tyler,
Yes.
go ahead.
Is it possible for me to attain godlike powers?
Yes.
How do I attain godlike powers?
By shedding your mortal form.
By bringing me back to life, dude.
How do I shed
Get-
my mortal form?
Come on.
Can I be brought back to life? That's a good
Wake
question.
There are several ways to do so. The easiest, death.
Okay.
But then where do you go from there, huh?
Okay, so this is how you shed your mortal form. First, you need to sit in front of a mind flayer.
I'm the
Step
god of
one.
unreading.
Go back in time. Step 2.
tickles
Trust
and toes?
You can trust me. I'm just a god that is like omnipotent.
What is my
Trustworthy.
past?
What is your
Oh.
past? Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
As you ask this question, you begin to hesitate.
One.
You begin to hesitate here. Something's kind of stopping you from asking these types of questions. You feel some sort of denial. And if you want to continue asking these questions, you can, but you're going to have to make wisdom saving throws.
I'm going to continue asking these questions.
So
Okay,
that's why we're
what
gonna be
is
here
your
for 3
next
hours.
question?
So,
It's gonna turn me off.
my next question is, what are my 2 pasts? If that makes sense.
Ask for a bungus burger.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
You should ask for a
19.
McDonald's meal.
19. Karma says, which 2?
2 million.
What do you mean by which 2?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
18.
18. So you start to like freak out subconsciously. You start to it really hurts asking these questions because deep down subconsciously you know the answer and you don't want to admit it to yourself because you know that if you do, there's no going back.
I don't think Tyler actually knows though.
No, his subconscious does.
So Tyler,
So what was your question, Tyler? You said, what do you mean?
What do you mean by which 2?
Which consciousnesses are you referring to? Are you referring to Reed? Are you referring to the Asmar woman? He says her name, but I forget what her name was.
Oh!
Are you referring to the priest, Father Manair? Are you referring to the squirrel guy? Are you referring to the thief?
Oh.
Raymond, you're kind of cutting out a little bit. What was
yeah,
that?
Raymond, you're gonna have to leave.
I think there was a communication error.
Now I can.
Yeah. Sorry, can you hear me? Yeah. So what I was trying to say was like, I think there was a communication error.
What do you mean?
That's why Tyler doesn't understand what you're saying. Tyler, he's saying you're adopted and you were an accident, and your real parents.
Is that
didn't
all
love
you
you
really
enough
wanted
to
to
All
say?
right, let's
was
go.
just,
Let's
hey,
go
your
back.
real
Let's go back. Hold
parents
on.
didn't love you enough
Let's
to
give
keep
Tyler
you.
this moment, okay? Let's give Tyler this moment. He's doing
Oh.
some deep character stuff.
I understand.
Or are you asking about the first one?
What is? Because you said there was earlier. You said there was two humans that I didn't entirely know, but also knew.
One of them was human. It's this thief girl,
Mhm.
named.
Margaret.
Give me a second, Margaret.
Karen.
Yes, I said Zephrine, but I like Margaret a lot better. So there's one in Margaret, and then there is Raymond's character, the one with the ferrets. And I forget if I thought that was human. I could be wrong on that, but I thought that character, Raymond. What was that character's name?
You asked me. You probably know better than I do.
What was the ferret? Yeah, the ferret guy's name. We'll
I
call
don't
him
know.
Raymond.
We'll call him Raymond.
We'll call him Ray, baby.
Call him Ray,
Okay.
baby. Yeah, I like that. Raise
Call him Ray
raise
Money
fur
Morgan.
babies.
Ray babies, fur babies.
That's definitely a really good band name.
Okay,
I
back
dig
back
it.
to Tyler.
What is the
me, Ray,
past
baby?
of the Asmar?
You see it all in your mind, and this promises I have to say anything. You just see the Asmar woman's entire past laid out for you. The situation where her brother was taken into the abyss, her writing down her adventures through each and every layer in her notebook, the very one that's pages you have been collecting. You see her coming out of some portal. You see who she thought was her brother actually being your or Reed's mentor. And you see him closing her behind a door, and you see something coming at her, which ends her life. And you see all this life laid out in front of you, and you see it not as the Asmar woman's life, but as your life. You are the Asmar woman.
Aw.
That's kind of hot. Not gonna lie.
What is Reed's past?
You see Reed's entire past. You see Reed. You see the kingdom. You see you and your brother and your sister going into the Temple of Bolmir. You see your brother take the ring. You see your brother kill your father. You see him take over the kingdom. You see him rule the entire planet, fill it with demons and other beings, taking over and destroying all humanity. You see yourself confronting your brother. You see yourself being imprisoned. You see your friends, your mentor, Gidden, this Mulah, future Magic Gary and Barther becoming this abomination thing. You see the hags take you back in time. You see yourself in the hedge maze. You see you get the golden apple. You see yourself fight the mind flayer and the god. You see yourself fight the kobolds. You see all of it. All of it plays out in front of your mind in this intense flashback episode.
And you know what's funny? And then he sees him speaking to Primus, and then he sees what just
Yeah,
happened.
you see that too.
And then it just cycles. He's just in an endless loop of memories.
It's a feedback loop, yes.
That would suck.
You just endlessly watch
Oh,
someone else's
man.
life.
He gets a
And then
really
you go
bad
insane.
headache and gives up.
Yeah, you get to watch yourself experience your entire life.
And then you just see it happen 1,000 times.
Okay.
It's like looking
Go
in
ahead,
a
Tyler.
mirror that's
Back
behind
to
another
Tyler.
mirror.
Yes.
Back to
Back to
Tyler.
Tyler.
That's actually kind of funny, though.
Back to T-Pain.
Wait, really? Is it actually though?
Imagine we
Back
got
to Tyler.
T-Pain on the show.
So, hold on. Let Tyler talk.
Love T-Pain.
Tyler, are you there?
What is? I'm trying to think.
We can ask anything, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying.
This is a Q&A with the DM.
Yeah. This is why we're here for 3 hours. At 1 hour.
I
How do
totally
I-
dig this.
You can ask anything about yourself, anything about the adventure, or anything about your fellow party members.
Oh, don't do that.
What's Randock's browser? What's Randock's browser history?
There's no such thing as the internet in this world.
Who knows, man?
It's International Drunk Driving Femboy Day.
What?
Nice.
Okay, Tyler.
What?
I want to hear Tyler's questions.
How do I become free?
It's kind of sad.
Free from here. You would need the helmet removed for your body, or you would need to die
How do I die?
by knowing who you are.
No, just making news.
Well,
But
I'm me, silly
I'm Reed,
goose.
right?
By remembering what you are.
How do I remember what I am?
I can show you what you are, but you will never be able to turn back.
I'm willing to take these
Do you have
chances.
any more questions for Primus before
Revival.
this
does,
is over?
Metagame. Revive.
Revival is a spell that Reed does not have, and a
Well, I'm
scroll
just
that
saying
is
it-
not in his immediate vicinity.
I'm surprised he
One
isn't
last,
asking how to revive a party member because I'm kind of important.
Hey, you know what?
What is the last? What is Gidden's past?
Gidden this Mulah was born in the union of a human female from the grand city of Agaroth. His mother belonged to a cult of demon worshippers.
Mhm.
Gidden this
Mm.
Mulah's father is the demon lord Yinogu,
Huh.
the demon lord of ruin.
This makes so much sense.
That's why he's
Honestly.
And you see in front of you Yinogu. I don't know if you you recognize him because you have seen his pictures in many books about Baphomet. And you may have been told by Gidden, because Gidden had the ability to read Abyssal, that Yinogu is the arch nemesis demon lord of Baphomet.
Oh,
he can help us.
That
And you see that his 3 flails are almost identical to Gidden this Mulah's birthmark. The one that he obtained, maybe it wasn't birthmark, it was the dream that he had.
That thing breeded with a human.
That
Yep,
thing-
it made Gidden. That thing is my father, thank you very much.
That thing is a demon lord. How did that thing?
Oh man. Oh,
It must have been painful, man.
Gidden is bawling right now.
Dude,
falling on the floor, rolling around,
now
foaming at the mouth.
curious thing happens. Reed, you still have a connection to your party members through telepathy, as well as
It's
the
telepathy.
demon. Yeah, whatever.
Telepathy.
Now,
Telepathy.
somehow, right, goosebumps. Thank you. That's a huge honor, dude. You get in this Mulah, and Raymond know this knowledge as you experience it. They hear it too.
Whoa.
And somehow, so do you, Malcolm. You
Wait.
also, from beyond the plains, are suddenly becoming aware of this knowledge.
Of what Gidden really is.
Of what Gidden is, you find out the knowledge about your father's amulet. It seems like the connection with this planar deity
I like to
and
think-
Reed's telepathic connection that he's had with your party so many times is causing you to become aware of the things that he is becoming aware of.
Not to spoil too much, but I like to think that I'm just in a line, and then and this is only me and Corey will know this, but I'm just in a line, and
That's
these
exactly
images-
where you are, but we'll get to that.
yeah, and I'm just seeing these images pop up like PTSD flashbacks, like oh,
Yeah.
what
Yep.
is
Okay,
that thing?
so back to you, Tyler.
Okay. What is Randock's past?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Randock, for all intents and purposes, is just some punk. And you see Randock's life in his village and how he was just kind of a jerk to everybody in the town. And his entire village strung him up, whipped him a bunch of times. And then I don't
He
think
had
this
a bad
happened
home
canonically,
life.
but I would love it to the point where he went to he met you guys. He imprisoned Magic Gary. He created a death cult. So you see all the smiley face mask people that you had been seeing. You now know that he created those. And unbeknownst to you guys, and possibly even Randock himself, you see visions of those cult members going to Randock's old village and slaughtering the people who wronged him.
I
Oh
didn't
my-
even know about.
Which
I didn't
means
even
they're
know about.
which means they're
Guys,
killing his
I didn't
parents.
even know about this one. So
Now
Raymond,
you
that means-
do.
Raymond, they're probably killing your parents.
I just said that Randock had a bad home life. He couldn't live up to his family's expectations.
Yeah, but they're still your family, and they're killing them.
Well, now they're just corpses.
Oh yeah, so they killed them. Too bad, Raymond.
Look, this is all I have to say. If you move out of your old house and it burns down, do you care? Not really. It's not your house anymore. So like,
Yeah, except
if you
when
move out
people
of your
live in that
mom's-
house.
if you move out of your mother's womb and she dies, like you don't live there anymore.
Randock gets slipping in and out of consciousness as he's dying on the floor, and he's like, "You know what? I'm okay with that."
Next question is what is Malcolm's past?
Hey,
You see all of Malcolm's past. You see him as a little Goliath and the village of Goliath. All of them were worshippers of Bolmir. His father was a head priest of Bolmir, had the necklace, which you now know contained Bolmir's soul in it. You see Malcolm's entire village get destroyed by Baphomet's soldiers, including giant beasts, and all of which whom you had seen in the future. And you see all these demons killing every single Goliath. You see a couple of them spot Malcolm, but all of them get distracted by a shining light jutting through the sky. And in their distraction, Malcolm's able to escape. You then see Malcolm train and meet all these other beings in his training, and then interact with you guys. You see him in the hedge maze, all of
you missed
it.
a vital important thing.
What was that? What did I miss?
I returned to the village, and then I met Baphomet in a vision, and then that's when I got the bull legs.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, as you think about Malcolm's past, you begin to think about your past. And you see something that you hadn't seen before. As you see Malcolm look up at this thing hurtling through the sky, you then see yourself as the one hurling through the sky.
What?
Immediately after teleporting back through time. So you see yourself, you going back in time, hurtling through time and space, was the very thing that distracted demons who were about to kill Malcolm.
But
Yo.
little old me.
You'll remember in your timeline, Malcolm wasn't alive. He is alive in this timeline,
True.
but that's because
Did you just say that,
went through time.
Corey? Am I getting this straight? You're saying that Malcolm is like a universal mistake?
Well, just butterfly effect. Just butterfly effect.
I just want to make sure I was
Back in
hearing
time, and
this.
because of that, Malcolm exists.
Oh, so
And you also feel as though after that, you see yourself get woken up by your mentor and trained you to do all this bad stuff, but you feel like there's just this chunk of memories in between you going through time and meeting your mentor that's just missing still.
What are those memories?
They have been erased magically, and I do not have access to them.
How do... I'm ready to take the one step to know my true self.
Okay.
I'm ready to die.
Ask it. Like in game, ask the one question that you know you cannot turn back from. Because if you know that there's no going back.
Primus, what is my true self?
Everything is now completely dark. You could still sense the presence of beings around you, but you are no longer connected to Primus. At the same thing is happening, Raymond and Gidden this Mulah,
Show.
you feel yourselves awaken. However, you are not alive. You see the red creature put his hands on Gidden this Mulah, and you see the pixelated mage put his hands on you, and you feel yourself awakened. And Raymond, you know automatically this is not a reviving spell. This is a animate dead and speak with dead spell.
Uh-oh.
Gidden this Mulah, you feel your entire body is almost been completely ripped apart by the bone by this beast.
Oh, cool.
Randock, you also feel like your body has been completely destroyed beyond repair.
That's okay.
And you come to your knees. You could speak, but you're unable to move. And the pixelated mage takes a flask of what you recognize as Strix water and drinks it, revealing that the pixelated mage is none other than Magic Gary.
Y'all have a good night. All right.
Raymond, I'm just gonna have to say this: you are so screwed. He is so screwed.
Listen, I'm gonna swear real quick. I'm fucking kerfuffled, man. I'm not doing good over here.
By the way, Raymond, you are dead. After
I'm
everything
having
you
a
did to
hard-
him, you're dead.
I'm having a hard time right now.
Get into this Mulah. He pours the Strix water on the beast, revealing that the thing that's eating you and pulling you apart, you
Yo.
recognize the face, crying tears, is Zombie Joseph.
You fricker! You dumb mother whore!
God. This is too
Also,
much.
by the way, Malcolm, Magic Gary is the one that summoned that demon that killed your bull in the first place. Just want to let you know that.
Magic Gary?
Magic Gary killed your
Can I
brother,
speak?
Malcolm.
Can I talk to him?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Gary.
I said Magic Gary is the one that summoned the demon that killed your bull, your brother.
Oh, he
Gary.
dead. Once I'm alive, he dead.
Gary. Man, Gary.
Yes, Randy Radlips.
What did I ever do to deserve this?
Take. he says, he's down close to you and says, "Take the bread. Take the bread." And you start digging at the floor until your fingernails. You look up and you see Tyler's body begin to convulse. Back to you, Reed. Everything is completely dark.
I have more.
Okay, go ahead. Say what you want to say so that I could go back to Reed.
Hey, Gary. Gary, is this any way to treat your parole officer?
Shut up. He just says shut up to you.
Do I have to listen?
Yes, it's an enemy dead. But I'll let you roll a wisdom saving throw to try to speak still.
Okay, I'm doing that now. I'm doing that, dude.
I'm Mick proud of you.
21.
I'm
Okay, you can
disappointed in
speak
all
still.
of you.
He tells you to shut up and you still talk. from beyond
My
the grave.
name is Randock, not Randy Radlips. You're stupid and dumb, and you fell for it.
Shut
You
up!
stupid
Tries
idiot
to
nerd.
shut you up again.
You stupid dummy.
So
Dude.
now I'm gonna go back to Tyler. Okay.
Hey Gary. You smell like rat piss.
Oh snap!
Dude, I'm dead. I died.
He gags you.
I-
He ties a rope in your mouth to
I
gag you.
died, and I defecated all over myself. I peed myself as I died. That's a thing that dead people do, and I still smell better than you.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Reed now. Reed, everything good? How you doing, Reed?
I'm doing good.
Okay,
I'm doing good.
you ready for this?
Going through a lot, man.
Let's see.
Hang in there. The baby will be
Okay.
born soon.
Here we go.
Just push.
Just keep pushing.
Everything gets completely dark, but you can still sense the people around you. You can't feel your body, but somehow you are overcome with hunger. And you suddenly realize you could still feel your arms and your legs, and there is only one word on your mind: dig. You claw your way up instinctually, but you don't feel any dirt or anything that you would normally expect. Instead, you feel the crackings of bone and the texture of ripping, triggering a flashback. Your memories take you back to that moment in time when you were sitting in the Mind Flayer's chair. Only this time, things are different. Instead of being in the chair, looking at the Mind Flayer, you are far behind the chair, looking at not only the Mind Flayer, but looking at Reed. You watch as a spectator from behind a rusted pair of metal bars of oaken wood, the same door that you remember the Asmar woman being locked behind. As the Mind Flayer slips its tentacles into the Dragonborn's ears, the door is open, having been damaged the night before. You quietly crawl out of the room you were in and head towards the chair. You hear Reed's screams, and somehow you know it's time. You scurry across the floor, and you crawl up that chair. You're now back in this moment. You break through and crawl onto your body. You feel vulnerable, like a hermit crab without its shell, and you are hungry. Gidden and Randock, you look and you see a familiar creature that you have encountered and fought numerous times. A brain with arms and legs bursts from Reed's skull and begins to crawl on his corpse. It is an intellect devourer. Here is your new character sheet, your true character sheet.
Are you the brain? Are you the brain?
You now remember that when the Mind Flayer was eating Reed's brain, you used the ability Body Thief, devoured his intellect, and replaced it with your own. You will also remember that when that happened, I told you to make a saving throw, but did not tell you what that saving throw was. That saving throw was to allow the consciousness of Reed to remain the dominant consciousness of this creature. Tyler, I killed your character 3 years ago.
Yo.
Whoa.
You've been playing as this thing for 3 years. I have been giving you hints continuously throughout this entire adventure.
So why does he eat people?
Because that's what they do. He was hungry for brains. It had been so long since he had eaten someone's brain.
Dude, what the hell?
Which is why when he ate their bodies, he wasn't satisfied until he ate Alexa's brain.
Is that why he has alternate pasts?
Yes. Those
You
are
like-
the pasts of other beings that the Intellect Devourer has eaten, including Raymond, the guy with the ferrets. I
Reed,
have
you
just
sack-
killed
Reed,
all three of your
sack of-
characters.
Reed, you sack of
Dude,
I don't like you. You lied.
Bruh. Dude.
When the brain
Guys.
when the brain lunges from his skull onto the ground, I want Randock to just go ew, ew, ew. No,
Next,
Guys,
ew.
I want you to understand,
Hey.
I have been holding on to this secret for 3 years.
Dude, what
proud of
the?
I have told people about this. I've been like, guys, you'll never guess what's going on in my campaign. I killed this guy's character 2 years ago, and he's been walking around as a monster inside of his character's body, and he has no idea.
That's so cool. Corey,
Oh
and
my
you love
god,
to
this is
spill
amazing.
secrets. Like not other
Dude,
people's secrets.
Tyler, how does
You
it
have to
feel to
spill your
literally
own
know your
story
character was
secrets.
a corpse for 3
This
years?
is great. How have I not
Corey,
run
I'm
on
very
him?
impressed with this.
I have had you fight several of these things, and all of them have called you brother, Reed. You
What?
didn't get your telepathy until after you sat in front of the mind flare. If you look at these spells, Devour Intellect, you have that spell now, but only after you only after you had sat in front of the mind flare.
So I have a question. So
Yes.
he was an intellect devourer that didn't know that it was an intellect devourer?
Correct. He was convinced that he was Reed because Reed's consciousness was still in there and remained
This
dominant.
is kind of tragic, man. This is kind of
Yeah,
a tragic
also really
story.
Freaking cool.
Wait,
All you need is
It
a little
makes
romance
sense.
to spice it
that's
up.
why I can't read.
That's why you can't read.
Because I'm blind.
Yes.
Oh
Dude,
my-
what the?
I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel-
kind of.
I
I'm
feel-
kind of.
I'm
amazing.
struggling.
This is
man.
great. I have
I'm
never
struggling.
been thrown a harder curveball.
How did this thing even? How did
Until
this thing
now.
even like?
I'm
How did
struggling
this thing
with
fit
this.
into Reed's skull? Look at those big paws.
It's a brain.
Yeah, but it's got giant paws. Look at those things.
I don't look, guys. I don't make the character designs.
Reed, does that mean that time we spent under the moonlight meant nothing to you? It meant
It's also
nothing.
why you stopped going to sleep. Remember, I told you don't need to sleep anymore. I also told you that every time you eat, you're always hungry still. I also
I don't
told you that
remember
your
this.
blood is coming out dried. And I told
I
you that
remember
your
fighting this
wounds
thing.
are
I
not.
remember the fight.
Yeah, you fought one of these, Raymond. It had
Thank you.
almost taken over your entire brain, but you were saved at the last moment.
Well, that sounds like me.
Oh,
And it called Tyler brother. Telepathically, it was calling Tyler brother, and Tyler was not getting it. And he said, "Who are you?" And it said, "I am you."
Bruh. Reed. So generally, Reed been dead for a long time.
oh man.
It has a feel that you were literally just a corpse.
I'm an epic corpse. I've done
This has
so
been a
much
fun
as
day
my
of
body. I've done so
We
much.
got-
reveals.
We got an hour left to see where this goes now.
Okay. So that's what you are now. You're standing on top of your body. You see your comrades getting this Mulah and Randock. They are basically animated corpses. You see Magic Gary. You see the demon Hydronius Heckler. And you see Zombie Joseph whimpering in tears as it is forced to eat its owner, Gidden this Mulah.
You know,
Big
Randock is
lion just kind of
Ran-
laying down. chilling.
Randock is
Big
gonna,
lion that didn't even animate.
Randock is gonna
Wait, is
curse
somebody
this
dead?
guy. He's gonna
Yeah,
say,
Big Lion's dead.
Okay, so I can delete his character.
Yeah.
Randock,
All right, I'm just warning you. I'm deleting his character right now.
Corey.
Okay, if you want to go that dramatic with it, you could just hold on to it if you wanted.
Well, no, I'm just saying like I'm not being dramatic to like a farewell. I'm just saying like if Big Lion will be
I
needed.
burn my character sheets every time someone dies.
Okay, I'm gonna
Cool.
keep him just in case. But I'm gonna
So-
go back to my original. My
Just
OG.
Corey.
Now what?
Yes, what?
Corey's gonna or Randock's gonna curse this guy and say, God, why did you create a world that allowed slavery such as this? You cruel,
So I'll go tell you
cruel-
what happens
You
now.
cruel bastard.
Hydronius Heckler is going to come up right above you, and he's going to say, "It's only a matter of time. Soon Baphomet will have possession over the entire realm, and
Hey,
you
what?
will have failed. And
I'm-
then with your 12 AC and whopping 21 hit points, he stomps on you and squishes you dead.
Dude, that's so unfair, man.
I wanted to talk.
You
to
drop
him.
a bomb like that and then you just kill him?
Can I just talk to him for a second?
Who you want to talk to?
Hydronius.
Yes, he's wiping the blood and guts of Reed. Or
Reed, you're dead.
whatever Reed was, because he's not
Yeah.
just Reed. He is Reed and the Asmar woman and Father Manir and all of them.
So who's the real one?
They're all one.
So,
Now, dude, this is confusing. Hold on.
so, one, why do you have the same last name as me? Two, can you make me a not animated corpse? Three, I didn't really care if the world ended. I just kind of wanted to be a part of it. Nobody invited me to the party. So
Hydronius turns to you and he says, "Well, I am not Hydronius Heckler.
Well, what are
I
you?
am a demon, one of Baphomet's lords. Hydronius Heckler was an adventurer who picked up my ring, and I possessed his entire body, me and my mushroom friend." And he holds up his hand, and the
Dude.
mushroom's still on him. Now, for your question about how to no longer become an animated corpse,
Can I be
like
alive
this.
again?
and he claps, and you die.
Dude, what's gonna happen? We have an hour and we're just killing off people like it's Game of Thrones up here.
Well, now
Oh, here we go, guys.
Am I
Is
gonna
this-
make like a
It's go
heroic
time.
entrance?
Is
to-
The
This
game goes
either-
to hell.
This is
Is
either
Malcolm
the,
gonna make a heroic entrance?
this is either the end of DJs and Dragons, or this is like the start of like something else. I have no
It's
idea.
probably that's probably the end of an arc, and we're gonna start like the end game.
I don't
arc.
know. This might be Corey's way of quitting.
Dude. If this is
Well, I
what he
heard
quits,
Tyler
I'll be
was going
so-
into the military, so
I swear,
okay.
if you end it like this, I'll be so mad.
Can I just point something out?
yes.
And I know I say this a lot, but this time I really have something to point out. Everybody here had a really cool story arc. They had really character development. They had a lot of things, right? Randock just died to in karma.
I think, honestly,
Here's
that's
the
a
thing, Raymond.
fitting end.
That was a guy who just wanted to make friends and was just really bad at it.
Okay, so if you guys are ready, I'm going to tell you what happens now that you're all dead.
Okay. Does the gang go to hell?
Yeah, dude. Well, not yet.
Yo.
First, the gang goes to purgatory.
I was-
Okay, here we go, guys.
I was lawful good.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay,
Only
your
kind of.
consciousnesses regain awareness, but you're not where
So-
you were. You're not in the cube. You're very cold. Get in this Mulah and Randock and Reed, but Reed looks very curious. Reed, he looks like a Dragonborn, but he has also the glowing appearance of the Asmar, and he has some facial expressions of there's slight descriptions from all the beings that the intellect devourer consumed that now are showing themselves on Reed, almost like overlaying images.
So basically, like every time he ate chicken, he's just got like a feather for every chicken he ever ate.
Sort of, but I think it would be more like if you took like
The
like
brains.
art where everything was slightly transparent and you put them all over on top of each other, all overlaid.
Oh.
But if you wish to still identify yourself as Reed, you may.
Yeah.
You
I'm
can all
gonna
have that agreement that you are
identify myself.
you
Yo,
are for all
yo.
intents and purposes Reed.
A little bit of flavor thing. What if you referred to yourself as like
Legion.
multiple people and in third person? So like you refer to yourself as we.
Like, for all intensive, like, when people ask, like, what my name or anything along that line, it'll still be Reed, but instead of saying I will always say we.
I don't mean to interrupt, but what's interesting about that is I have interacted with a few people with dissociative identity, which is more commonly known as split personalities. And there is a few of them that I've met that refer to themselves
Yeah.
as a system and say we.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I
'Cause, like,
dated
This
one.
is like that. Only Tyler forced it.
Yeah, no, I think Reed's new name should be Reed Donkulus. Because that's just redonkulous, dude.
Big
Raymond.
Reedus. Okay, so going back to this, you're all kind of slightly translucent, and there is this. You don't feel anything physically. There's mist around you, and the sky is all gray. You look down and you see a very clear road that somehow this mist does not cover. And the atmosphere is not evil, it's not joyful, it is just completely neutral and bland. Coming down this road, approaching the party, you see a very familiar looking Kenku. He motions toward you to follow him. As he turns around, what do you want to say to it's Creeks. It's Creeks. Creeks is also translucent, and he comes toward you, and he ushers you to follow him. Is there anything you would like to say to Creeks? He says, "Booty hole."
I was literally about to say Bootius Maximus. I was actually going to say butt plug and then Bootius Maximus, but I thought butt plug too PG-13.
Court. Are you describing what you described me? That one time?
Not yet.
Okay. Not yet? Okay,
This is
here we
what
go.
you saw originally, but you did not see the Kenku when you woken.
Okay.
And they will also not go to where you went originally. For those who are kind of confused, Malcolm went to the realm of Bolmir to find it completely not okay, and you guys aren't going to have that experience though.
That was my one serious moment, my character change there. That's what happened.
Yeah. So, is there anything you like to say to Creeks, or if not, Creeks is just going to turn around and walk and lead you?
Dude, what's up?
Yeah, Creeks goes, "Dude, what's up?"
Nothing much. You look really handsome today.
He says, "You look really handsome today."
He said, well, thank you very much. You look more handsome, though.
And he just repeats, "You look more handsome, though."
I go, oh, stop it, you.
You look more handsome, though. He's just repeating what you're saying.
I say, oh, stop it, you. I say, oh, stop it, you.
Oh, stop it, you.
I kick him in the face and I say, don't tell me what to do.
You're both transparent, so your foot just kind of goes through his space. And he turns around and you notice a very large, peculiar, but familiar looking dagger in his back. You recognize it as a dagger. Go ahead, what were you going to say?
Who stabbed him? It's not okay.
Well, he starts to walk and he opens his mouth and you hear the voice say, come here, little buddy. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. And then you hear, "Gah! I'm sorry.
Whose voice is it?
I was just so hungry. It's the voice of Magic Gary.
Oh, wasn't me.
Dude. Magic Gary, one of those brain things?
I was gonna say, hey, don't look at me. I don't remember that.
Dude, that's...
Is Gory one of those bone things? Or brain things?
Is what?
One of those brain things that eat brains, like Reed.
What is one of the brain things? Are you
Intellect
asking
devour.
Gary?
I know,
Magic Gary is not.
I'm
no.
asking you. Dude, why
Okay.
would he kill Creed? Oh, it's because I starved him.
Oh, I starved him. Right.
I'm sorry. I forgot I did that.
So you know these are all of these are all of your consequences coming back to haunt you.
Okay, Creeks, buddy.
What is Gidden thinking? We're all of Gidden victims.
It seems that a lot of things that are happening today are because of Raymond's past actions.
Hey,
and the
Creeks.
character.
Creeks, that one was my bad. All right, buddy. I'll get you next time.
He says, "You're handsome."
Oh, I say thanks.
So he trudges cheerfully down the road with a big old dagger out his back, and he leads you to this very large city surrounded by a vast wall. Really quick, we're going to cut to Malcolm. Malcolm, you've been waiting in this line for a very, very long time. And you notice on this wall, you see fused to the wall appear to be the bodies and faces of other people. One of them you recognize as a priest that you personally welcomed into the Church of Bolmir in the city of Agaroth. And this priest is kind of stuck on the wall, moaning.
Isn't that wait? To recap, is this the wall where you said if like you're an atheist, you die, and you like get?
Are you asking me, or are you asking the guy on the wall?
No. I'm asking you. Like, is this like?
Yes, there's enough to determine that. Yes, this is probably the wall. People who do not follow a god are stuck to the wall.
Bruh, I look at him I'm like, bruh, I literally welcomed you into my to my religion.
I trusted you.
Yeah, and I trusted you. Why you on the board, bro?
There is no Bolmir. He's gone. He's abandoned us.
Hey, how many people up there worship me?
Wait, hold on, dude. First off, Bolmir.
You lied to us. You've damned us all.
Do you think I speak for the god on a personal level? No, I just
You
now saw his
are
fall.
the chosen one.
Yeah,
You have the bow legs.
Yeah, I am the chosen one, but do you think I could control the fate that Bolmir had? No.
It doesn't matter. Soon
You
you'll join us here
literally
on the
did
wall.
You literally did.
No, I'm not, because I'm in
You were
line
the
and you're not.
chosen one. You had the furry quads.
Wow, I'm suffering here on this wall because you convinced me to follow a dead god, and now you're kind of being a dick to me.
Well, you're blaming me for something I didn't even know happened until like recently.
I'm in consistent agony for the rest of my existence.
Well, you became an atheist.
I did not. I believed in Bolmir all the way through. There just is no real Bolmir. I was
Listen,
told
what?
there's no Bolmir. He's dead. He abandoned us.
He's not dead. He's just trapped.
Yeah, I'm Bolmir.
No, you're not. Shut up.
Oh, my bad. No, I'm not.
Just
Find him. Save us.
I will. My goal is to hopefully.
Why are you here?
Is there suicide?
Well,
death
I
people
was
up there?
I was recently betrayed by some friends, and I'm kind of mad, but I'm not worried about that. I have to do my
You were
job.
killed,
I was killed by.
and you have already failed.
Is
No.
there-
I have a plan.
Is there
And
suicide
he just
death cult people?
slumps low. He slumps
Alright.
his head low. You've exhausted his dialogue. We're gonna go back to
Wait, I have a question.
Gidden this. Yeah, what's your question?
So, are there suicide death cult people on that wall?
No.
That means my religion was the real one. All right, continue.
Okay, so now.
Just want to prove a point to Malcolm over here.
Wait, Raymond.
Not that you
Just
can
wanna
tell. You're
point
not
some
over
stuff-
there.
Just wanna
Raymond,
point some
you know what's
stuff
the
out.
funny thing? It's a big wall, so who knows? They could just be at the very
Yeah,
end.
it is a ginormous wall. I can't.
So I
really answer that question
I
for you.
can't see them. You're
Dude,
asking
Malcolm.
from my perspective,
Dude,
and I've been in line
Malcolm,
for a long time. So who
Dude.
knows?
Okay,
You
now
guys
if
could
I-
be like,
Malcolm, whatever floats your boat, man.
okay, false
Or more
god.
so,
Tell
whatever
me-
fills your bowl.
Okay,
Speaking of
but
which, there's a boat/bowl that
Hey, wait, is
takes
this
you
bowl
to
up
the
there?
city. Here we go. Back to you guys. This city is very, very tightly packed. However, very quiet, as most souls you see there are very mellow. In fact, you recognize some of them as the villagers you all murdered in Plan Z, and they're all looking at you rather distastefully.
I say, my fault, OG.
There's a lot of them there. And you see the moan coming from the other souls you see, and like I said before, the features of the city are very bland. They're built on a flat plain under a gray sky. In the center of this town, you see a crystal spire, and Creeks starts to guide you there to the line. There's a long line. Up above the line, you see Malcolm yelling at a wall.
On that wall, I have a question. On that
Yeah.
wall, is there like everybody who ever believed in Christmas too?
well, Santa's not considered to be a god, so no.
Okay,
Now,
if you say so.
yes, you're in this very long line. It is decades long. Like I said before, you're seeing people that you murdered in like the village of Divine, like not
So-
even close
so-
to the Crystal Spire. You
This-
see
this
Malcolm
town-
quite a ways in front of you.
Corey, is it just like a really calm, quiet city? and then you like if you get in line, you just hear Mike distant yelling.
Yeah, for the most part. There's lots of people like consoling each other. There's people like who are angry at each other, but like they physically are not there, so they can't do anything about it. And you just kind of get led into this line. What do you guys do?
Hey Corey, so am I in line to go to hell?
Yeah. You're in a giant line to go to this crystal spire. Nobody's really told you anything, but you think this line's going to take
I'm gonna
almost
cut in
eternity
line.
to get through.
If I do my math, so think of it like this: the guy. I mean, if you want to go to hell faster, sure.
You start cutting through the line, and everyone's appalled at your actions.
Look, I look at them all, and I say, guys.
Wait.
I put my hands up, and I say, guys. I do jazz hands. I say, guys, I know where I'm going. Heaven.
Sure.
You stop. You see these two very, very large guards, and they, man, I forget their name. Otherwise, I would type them in. Actually, give me 1 second. No, it's a very specific creature.
Hold on, putting their names in chat. It's not going to take that long for me to get judged. I know I'm going to end up on the wall, but I mean,
It's always sunny in purgatory.
no,
Wait,
Yeah, you're gonna
believe
get
in
judged by
Volmir?
something.
What the
So what can I do?
Okay, so this is what the guards look like. Here we go.
Barger and Larger. Here we go.
You see these two guards.
Oh,
And
cool.
I'm going to need you to convince
Hey, it
them.
looks like Alexa.
Demon and Alexa.
You're going to have to convince that guy and this guy
Oh, I like
to
the second
let you
one.
through.
Is that a Gundam?
Yeah, that's a Japanese.
No,
Gundam.
it's called a Marut. Marut.
All right, hey guys. I'm gonna go through.
You must wait your turn.
Why?
Every soul must wait its turn. It is the law.
Okay, what'll happen if I don't?
We'll put you in the back of the line.
And then if I cut in line again, what do you do?
Put you on the wall.
Do I hear this going on?
You'll
Yes.
do what?
Can I
We'll
like
put
try
you
to like
on the wall.
can I try to
on the
intervene
wall?
without losing my spot in line?
Well, what happens if?
I can't tell you that, Malcolm. Maybe.
Well, let me
Well,
tell you
can
what really. Malcolm, I'm speaking.
No, I'm speaking.
Let me tell you why I need to be in the front of the line right now.
They wait.
I was a very charitable person in my life.
Why would that mean that you deserve to be in the front of the line?
Because I actually have this allergy. I'm allergic to being anywhere but in the front of a line.
Raymond, you're dead.
Your allergies do not exist in the afterlife.
I sneeze.
They look at each other in shock. Roll for persuasion.
I say, I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god,
I'm
he's
sorry.
actually dead.
I look at them and I say, I'm sorry, can I see your medical license, please?
roll for persuasion.
Dude, if he
Alright.
succeeds, I'll be so
Persuasion or deception?
persuasion.
Deception. Go ahead.
Oh really?
Whichever.
Oh my god, one
Performance.
sec. Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
he definitely got it.
No, I just didn't. I put my computer down because I thought I was kind of like not going to do anything.
I thought you got like a nat like 20. You're
It
gonna
was like, I've died. Time to close up shop.
Yeah, literally. All right, I got it back out.
really, Raymond, you actually thought we were done.
Kind of.
We start at 6. There was
Hold on. Go on, Raymond.
I got you. So you said it was which one?
Deception.
Okay. 17.
17. They look at each other and they take a couple steps back away from you to not get infected, and they say, "You may go through."
Are you serious?
I tell them, you're doing a really good thing here. You know that?
But then they stop their hands in front of Gidden this Mulah and read.
I tell them, I point at them and I say, these are my seeing eye people. I'm actually blind. I'm actually blind. I'm gonna roll again now.
Yes.
Oh, what? Okay, so I rolled a 2, and I accidentally added only a 1, but I need to add 12 more to that. So 15.
Dude, I swear.
They let them through, and you see Malcolm over there just waving his hands up there, like, what the hell?
I tell them, I say, hey, by the way, guy, you're doing a really good thing here. You know that?
They give you a thumbs up.
I say, are you gonna respond?
Thank you.
Okay. I couldn't see his finger. I'm blind.
Malcolm, you're stuck in the line.
I think this is only boosting my chances of getting into heaven. By the way.
Wait, can I like ask them like, I'm not for my character. I think my character isn't mad that they're cutting line. I think my character's mad that's like, I literally died. You guys had the fate of the world. How did you end up here?
Yeah,
All
now they're
three
also
at
getting
once.
judged before you.
I don't care.
So
I know where I'm going, but why you guys are supposed to save the world and you're dead?
I thought
Who,
it was
me?
funny. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys
Me?
are idiots. What the heck?
Me?
I entrusted everything. Well, actually, you betrayed
you're
me.
standing at
Reed!
like the doorway of the stairwell, and you're just like shouting at this guy from the line.
Dude, if I see Lil Nas X's stripper pole to hell, I'm just gonna kick Malcolm. I'm just gonna kick Malcolm down it.
Dude, you could try. You could try. You know why? Because I'm a
Okay.
ghost.
Interesting stuff here. Okay, so you entered the spire.
Well, actually,
And
I yell that all to Reed. I don't really talk to Gidden or Randock because I don't really like them.
Yeah, you could hear Reed. You could hear Malcolm telepathically. Now you enter this spire, and after a flight of stairs, you enter a gray room. Sitting on a pedestal, you see a man with raven black hair and a silver mask covering his face.
You
And
walk
he
into
says,
what's
what's
into the
that?
room, and there's a black leather couch with 3 cameras pointing at it, and a bottle of slippery liquid.
"Oh no!"
You're
He
here
says
for
that
you're
was
here
from
for-
the last one.
you're here for an interview. We're gonna see if you can get into heaven.
I'll give you 1 second.
Is
and
there
I
an
will
actual
pull up
picture
the
of what this guy
of him.
looks like? Oh,
But he's wearing like these judges' robes. He's got this gray mask in front of him, and you see the scales, and he towers above you. He is giant, and you are kind of like in this courtroom of sorts, and you are step up to the bench, and he says to you, "You cut in line. No matter. I'm sure the results will not differ."
Well,
And he looks at you and he says, "The Beanie Boys. You're missing one, aren't you?" And then he waves his hand over the floor, and Malcolm appears. So Malcolm, you
I
are
kicked
teleported
them
out of
all.
the line in front of the rest, in front of him, and you are rejoined with your party. He turns to Reed and he says, "You stand accused of murdering several villagers in the village of Divine. You also
here we go.
murdered, pantsed, and blinded tabaxi thieves who were not actually threatening anybody's lives. You devoured the brains of several beings. Your dominant conscience is accused of breaking the laws of time travel, murder, thievery, and something called Plan Z."
Hey, my father's
see-
literally a demon.
and you
Like,
see all
I
these
think you gotta
things.
understand that. This is kind of
He's
like
I'm talking to that one, and he points to Reed. How do you respond to these accusations against you?
Does like Reed's voice is his voice kind of like made up of all the
Are
Bull's
you
voices as well?
asking if I'm
Yeah.
guilty?
He nods his head. Do you accept these charges?
I plead the fifth.
No, we do not.
Why?
Cause, ooh,
Not good enough.
not
He then turns his attention toward getting this Mulah.
Oh, here we
good
go.
morning. Good morning, hello.
In this Mulah, you stand accused of several crimes, including but not limited to attacking 2 villagers in the village divine, accusing one of them of touching you, resulting in their execution.
Real quick, how
Murdering
long is
2
this list?
brainwashed
Because I don't know how much
villagers
time we
standing
got.
in front of a church, stealing the life savings of a man and his daughter, throwing it at them, and then killing an innocent clone. The worst of all of your crimes is you went to get an ice cream once, but didn't have the money to pay. And when the lady asked for the money, Gidden, you executed her on the spot and held the other workers captive. Until they gave you the ice cream, and then you left doing a backflip out the back window.
So many backflips
to avoid the police.
Well, let me tell you. One of my parents is a legitimate demon, and
Yes, the demon on Yinogu.
and neither were present after they were killed. And then I was raised by an actual murderous conquester. I mean, like, yeah, I did all those things. Like, guilty as charged. Like, yeah, but like,
guilty
I
as
mean,
charged.
but like, I don't really know what you
Wait.
want me to do about it. I mean, I kind of feel as if everybody's just, a product of their environments, and
Everybody
I'd like,
you,
I'd like
Mr.
to read that one again without laughing. Gidden went to get ice cream once, but didn't have the money to pay. When the lady asked Gidden for the money, he executed her on the spot and then held the 2 other workers captive until they gave Gidden the ice cream. And then he left doing a backflip out the back window to avoid the police.
That's his
Oh my
worst
God.
crime.
Wait. Okay.
That's a heist.
Oh no.
That's an actual heist.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
like, guilty, like,
Oh, I
dirt.
cannot
Guilty
believe.
as charged.
Oh,
Like, guilty
So
as charged.
I should have.
Um,
Oh, so much regret is flowing through.
Why are you
No.
remembering? Why?
No.
Why? What's what?
Oh, I cannot. I'm in front of the person who knows everything, and I didn't even ask if Creven Spine Crusher is alive. No.
Oh God.
Malcolm. And he plays
Yep.
back the playback of you and Were-Rat for murdering all those people on Christmas Eve. And he says, you murdered several villagers on Christmas Eve. You murdered Santa Claus. You then placed his magic on probably the worst possible person you could place his magic in the hands of.
Hey, to be fair,
And then
I was in
Uh,
Rare form. I was not in full control. So who knows?
Also,
you also
where do we
stood in
Christmas
front,
spirit?
and it also shows you the image of you standing over Tabaxi saying, "Do you want to go the hard way or the fast way?" And then she says, "What?" And then you execute her.
Okay,
And
that
then
wasn't
he
my
finally
brightest
says-
moment.
Now, and do I really need to say it? And plays back an image of Malcolm encountering a bunch of satyrs and saying, "I want to cast animal handling." And then the image of him and then pretending like he's a goat.
So that's that's the last thing you show.
Racist, he says.
Racism.
Okay.
And then he
so-
turns to Randock. Oh
Wait,
boy.
no, hold on. So you're gonna judge me for out of literal convicts, mass murderers, and then I did one stupid thing.
Again,
and I'm
cuts back to you
suddenly-
mass murdering a bunch of people on Christmas Eve in their beds.
But I wasn't even in control. I wasn't even in
Randock.
full
Do it?
control.
But did you do it
Randock
though?
never
I was a
even
But did you
monster.
do it though?
I
But
mean,
did you do it though?
you could give me
But
quarter
did you do
credit.
it though?
But did you
But
do
did
it
you do
though?
it though?
Give me
Did you do it, though?
25. Give me 25%
But did you do
credit
it
for
though?
that.
Okay, you get 25% of the credit, and the rest of you gets the other 75%. It was all you.
Okay,
You
so
did
like,
it.
what about those times that we like saved people? Like, is there no balancing? Because we have definitely done a few good things.
Yeah,
It
but
would
I feel
appear
like the
that
way
you
we
saved
did
every person that you saved. You did it in attempts to acquire something from hags.
Oh,
Next,
yeah,
he
that's
turns
not
to
true.
That's
Randock.
not true.
Here we go.
Hold on.
Randock.
I saved.
Turns to
I
Randock.
saved.
I mean,
Old Henry.
Gidden, if we
Silence.
really think about it, I massacred
Slams the gavel
villages.
down.
I just,
Old man Henry.
Old man Henry, you terrorized the
job.
first moment you told him. But
And a
this is
home.
true. You gave him a job and a gun, which he has
And a
used to
home.
murder several innocent people on accident, by the way.
And a home. He's old.
You see old man Henry at the bar, and you see someone knock at the door, and he goes, "Oh!" He shoots him to the door. The door swings open, revealing an old lady. Oh God! I guess another one for the pile.
The pile?
I'm so proud of Magic Gary.
No, this is old man
Secret
Henry.
Old lady pile.
Oh yeah, oh man.
Okay. He says, "Oh boy, Randock Heckler, you stand accused of so many crimes, including but in no way limited to stealing from a guard and convincing his wife to leave him for it.
Don't remember.
Making racist comments to a group of satyrs before convincing a guard to arrest them.
That didn't happen.
That did
Blowing
happen.
up the side of a building to avoid being arrested for a bunch of murders you confessed to but didn't actually commit."
Fake news. Are you guys serious? Did
And
I actually do that?
Yes! You're such a horrible person as Randock. You
and
were a horrible man.
the turning into a giant monkey and
Oh, I
flinging
love
villagers
being monkey.
into burning buildings,
that
ripping
was
them from
pretty
their
cool.
homes, killing them, and
That
then
was pretty cool.
forcing their corpses to kiss each other.
Okay, I don't remember that part.
You do. Stop lying.
I remember being
I
like-
monkey.
I
Being
like to
monkey
think-
was fun.
I like
I
to
won't
think
lie.
that
Telling
as
your
he's like,
slave to animate dead bodies just because it would be funny.
Okay, Mercury was in retrograde during that one.
And the piece of the resistance, setting a man's entire livelihood on fire, framing him for larceny, enslaving him, gaslighting him, and mentally torturing him, all for the sake of scamming him into giving you an unmovable rod for free.
I like to think
That
that as
one-
he's like saying all these crimes, I'm just like
Guys,
looking at
I
Raymond
wanna
with the most
point out, guys-
disappointed face.
Can I just point out that I told my mom that story of what happened with Magic Gary, and she said that she thought it was pretty clever. So
And your family's your
I
family's
also
weird.
feel like you probably watered down what you had said.
no, I told her. I said I
Did you
enslaved
play
this
it though?
guy.
Did you play the episode?
No, I just told her.
Play
I said,
her the
"Mom,"
I
episode.
feel like
said-
if you play
I
her the
said, "Mom,
episode,
I
the reaction
enslaved-"
will
I
be
was like,
different.
I enslaved the guy and seduced the officer into letting me be his parole officer.
Yeah, there's much more that went into it than that, though, Raymond.
All right, I'll have to go
It's
back.
a
and
lot
listen.
more that happened.
By-
I think
There's
I
more
think I'm gonna
crimes,
spend
but-
all of my night shifts listening to the entirety of DJs and Dragons just to
Okay, now-
remember.
Okay, here we go. Reed, I am banishing you to the 9 hells.
Pog.
Gidden, due to your dynamic bloodline, naturally, I am banishing you to the abyss.
Wait. Can I go with
heck
them?
yeah.
Can I go with them?
Randock, you are 100% being banished to the abyss. That's 100% happening.
Wait, what if you don't do that though?
I'm doing it. Malcolm, since you
Yeah.
are a servant of a god, you can be picked up by them and live out eternity in their plane. Who is your god?
Yeah, about that.
What is
You
he, a kid at
you see,
Latchkey?
you see, there's a bad thing going on where my god's trapped and his soul, the souls of the people who are supposed to go into his heaven are wrongfully being put into hell or on the wall or to the abyss, basically everywhere they're not supposed to be. He's not dead, but people
So
are
you're
being
telling me that Bolmir is your god is Bolmir.
yes.
Because Bolmir is not belonging of any plane, is not currently lording over any planes of existence, you will be placed on the wall of the faithless.
Wait. I have a proposition. I have a proposition that can set everything right if you agree to it. Can I explain?
Yes.
Okay. So you see, me and my companions here are very bad people. But
Agreed.
Speak for yourself.
except that one. You can banish him to the abyss. And I point
Wait,
to Randock.
but I worship Randy Radlips.
I don't care. You can
Randy
put-
Radlips is not a real god.
Dang it.
So and I point to Randock. I'm like, you can judge him how you like. I really couldn't care. But me and my companions here, we are on a quest. And so, do you know of a guy named Baphomet?
Yes, the demon lord Baphomet.
And have you heard of the Blood Wars?
Yes.
Well, the Blood Wars.
Wait, would your character know that though?
Yeah, because we had the books.
This is true.
So basically,
Can I take over the abyss?
the Earth is kind of
Oh.
suffering through the effects of the Blood War, and Bolmir is kind of like the last line of defense against demons, and he's trapped. So, and you could probably make your job easier if we can take, if you resurrect me, that guy, which I believe is Reed, Gidden, and me, and Randock if you like. I mean, that's your choice.
Rude.
Bring us back. We can free Bolmir. He can have his realm back, and then the souls that have been wrongfully damned into many places, like on the wall or in the abyss, because I've heard they're there. And they can put, and you can put them back into the realm, and then everything will be in order. And you can stop almost all the souls of Earth, or whatever this place is called, from entering here and making your job literal hell. So that's my proposition: making your job easier if you help us go back to life, come back to life. Randock, adults are talking.
He says to you, Malcolm, yeah, okay.
Wait, seriously?
No.
Wait,
Portals
son of a-
open up.
Malcolm's just
Yourselves,
jealous.
uh,
Malcolm's jealous because Randock's being promoted to the Lord of the Abyss. And...
No, you will begin as nothing.
Oh.
Second Randock.
As you feel yourself start to
As long
be
as
swept
Bolmir's
away into
still
these
fake.
portals, you see, and
He's not
Malcolm, you
fake.
feel yourself being fused to the wall. You hear the doors get shoved open, and you see a creature enter the door, and he says, "Wait, Kovmir. These three, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, these four have already sold their souls to me."
That's a lie.
That's Oliver.
And then he holds up contracts that you signed. If you look on the dotted line, their souls have contractually been obligated to serve me, Oliver.
Oliver.
I'm down for this.
I thought you were just an imp. Are you like a demon lord or something?
He turns to you and says, and he spits on the ground. How
What did I
dare
do?"
you refer to me as a demon?
I mean,
I'm a devil.
and aren't they the same thing though?
No.
I know this. I know this, but Malcolm,
I don't
the character,
know.
doesn't. He just thinks they're all.
I
just
don't know. I think this is the smartest thing Malcolm's ever said.
says-
So
You see, from corrupting your souls and damning you to hell, I have been allowed to evolve to a higher form.
a higher demon,
So we helped you, so you get to help us, right?
a higher level demon.
If you are able to find me and you serve me, then yes.
Oh,
And then
I don't really serve you. Though.
he's searching through the judge and say, no, it says right here that you are promised your souls forever in servitude to Oliver. It says it right here. You sign this in exchange for a chicken leg. You have signed this.
I don't remember that. Hold on, let me see. Let me see the contract.
Shows you the contract. You
I
see
rip it up.
that it just regenerates.
I rip it up again. I keep ripping it up
You
every time.
see
it
that?
regenerates.
You see that the hags needed the hair of a dead god in exchange for a chicken leg, and you also sign under in the fine print is also that your soul belongs to Oliver. You've all
Wait,
signed
no,
these
no.
contracts.
The god's hair was for my bull's cool armor. All right. Wait, where
Okay.
is my bull? Hold on. I looked at the judge. I'm like, where is my bull?
Don't worry about it. And then
No. Hold on.
the portals open up and you get sucked down. He says that's client's lawyer or client judge confidentiality. I cannot just tell
Cowabunga.
you where other people are.
Well, he's
That's
my
violation
pet.
of
We're
HIPAA laws.
companions.
Was he a worshiper of Bolmir?
Yes.
Well, what do you think happened to him? Goodbye.
Well, I didn't see him on the wall.
Oh, okay. So you're getting sucked through some sort of Oliver is still there in the room. He does not go into the portal with you. However, you all appear on a giant stripper pole.
No. No.
And you
no.
fly down this giant stripper pole into the Great Plain of the Abyss. But you're falling so fast that you feel your soul is getting sucked through, and the force is so intense. You feel that your insides are coming out of your mouths as it almost completely turns your bodies inside out. You are
I start
falling.
throwing it back.
You are no longer holding on to the pole, and you're just falling, unable to grab onto anything because you no longer have arms or legs, and you land onto this moving mass on the ground. You look around, and the entire sky is completely red with these creatures flying around it, demonic-looking beasts. You see the ground around you moving and thriving, and you feel incredibly, incredibly small as you see these beings picking up hands full of the dirt and throwing it into baskets. And you look at each other, and you realize that even though you could see your heads, you have been all turned into maggots.
We're worms.
Now we are maggots, hell yeah.
No, no, not that. Hell yeah. Hell no.